Right, I think we are live. Hello everybody, hope you can hear me alright. This is just a random flight. Feel free to come and join me on my Discord channel. We're just going to go for a flight around Washington State. And yeah, Bank Holiday Monday, let's do some flying. Still can't hear my friend Dave. I think he's there somewhere, but yeah, so I think I'm on the North server. What is it? The North Europe server, and I'm at Charlie Yankee Victor Romeo, and hopefully this will work out all right. So I'm going to start up anyway. I'm in the ovation. Crack on. Some of the photogrammetry areas around here I think are a lot better than the newer versions around Europe, I think, personally. Okay, avionics coming on. And I'm going to try and be clever and actually look at the chat through VR. Hopefully it won't crash the sim. But if you feel like jumping on the Discord server, feel free. And that'd be the best way to do it, I think. Oh, no, it didn't like that. There we go. So how many of you guys have got reverbs?
Yeah, I got one, of course. Lovely bit of kit.
It's brilliant. I mean, even though I really do enjoy using the Quest, I mean, there's absolutely no comparison for what we do for flying. It's absolutely the best thing, I think. Right, I'm just.
I'm actually looking to get one. I'm using Track IR at the moment, but I'm very interested in getting the Reverb G2. Yeah, so looking to learn lots about it.
Nice. Have you had a VR headset before? Is this going to be your first one?
No, first one. I'm in Australia actually. By the way, you can probably tell by the accents.
Yeah, I did.
So I'm joining you. Yeah, yeah. So it's 9 o'clock in the evening here, but I did live in London for about 5 or 6 years. So really enjoy being over there and flying in that area. But yeah, I haven't owned a VR headset before, and done a lot of research into the Quest 2 and the G2. And I'm leaning towards the G2 at the moment, given your review and others. So yeah.
It is. It's an astonishing headset. I think the only thing is, oh, that's quite loud. Is that really loud? Can you hear that? Hopefully not. I've just started the engine up. It's quite a loud bird, the ovation. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I can hear you fine. Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Brilliant.
And yeah, interest in the studio form mod that you reviewed recently. That looks quite interesting.
It is, honestly. When they first emailed me about it, I was a little bit like, I'm not really sure it's going to make any difference because I already think the reverb's really comfortable. So I was like, well, send me it anyway, and I'll be honest about it. And there's been a couple of different comfort mods that people have sent me, and that's the one that I was that impressed with. I had to share it on the channel because I just think it works really well. In fact, I'm using it today. I don't know if anyone can see me in the chat or not because I'm kind of doing both at the moment, which is going to be interesting multitasking. And you know what? I've forgotten my rudder pedals are actually not plugged in. I always do that. But yeah, it's brilliant. It really is. It makes a big difference because you've got all the weight on the back of the head, so it just keeps your headset in the sweet spot. Keeps your eyes in the sweet spot all the time. It's brilliant.
Ah, cool.
Right, let me have a look here. Right, I'm just going to plug in my rudder pedals because I'm such a noob and I forgot to do it. Hang on a second.
Did you say it was 2.6 left you were going off at Vancouver?
Yeah, I mean, I'm using live weather at the moment. Is that the active runway? I'm not quite sure.
Yeah. No, if you go on live weather, you don't get set the time, do you? So, or you can. I don't know. Did you do it in sim? Set the time on live weather.
No. I just basically, if you go to your weather settings, and if you just click the live weather tab, and then you can adjust the time of day. I'm at about 10:30 at the moment in the morning. I'd imagine it's dark at the moment there, or probably early morning. I don't know actually.
Yeah, I've got no option on mine for adjust the timing. Actually, in the world map section, but I guess you can do it in the sim, can you? Once it's loaded up and you're on the runway.
You can if you press the. I think it's a tab on your keyboard is the default key, and then there'll be a little icon bar that comes up in VR. But I'm doing it on YouTube now. I don't know if you can see that or not, but the weather tab, you can adjust the live weather, and then you've got this little bar here to adjust the time separately, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's it. Got your top. Yeah, I ended up getting a Quest 2 in the end.
Oh right, yeah.
With the Rift S, so I haven't really used the Quest 2 that much. I've just been trying that Airlink just lately because I'm only running a 1070 graphics card, and it's just I'm struggling. So I've been looking at a new computer and new graphics cards, but you know what the situation's like at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. It's ridiculous. It is so hard.
I did buy a complete new system, much to this, because I normally build, and I thought, you know what, I'll buy, and I got managed to get a Lenovo i7 10700K with a 3080. But I'm not kidding you, it was just pants. It was awful. Stutter, everything. DCS, flight sim. So I sent it back. Just one putting up with that. It was worse than my old system.
Oh God, no, you don't want that. I've just lost all that's strange.
Well, I actually nailed it down to, because me being me, it didn't stay as the system it came as. I thought, right, I've got to fault find what the problem this was. And after replacing the M2 SSD in it, reinstalling Windows, I got it working all right. But I thought, why should I pay $2,500 for a machine I've got replaced the SSD drive in? And then there's a possibility that at some point when I have to reinstall Windows, I just get stutter again, because you just don't know whether it was a fluke or whether it was actually a hardware problem in it, because they use their own proprietary motherboard in it, and it's just, you can't do any XMP profiles or anything like that. And I was, nah, it's going back.
Yeah, that's fair enough. If you're able to, it's good that you're able to take it back. It's funny, I've got no throttle on my Carinada. I don't know whether that's a bug or not. I'm going to just restart my flight because for some reason the throttle just doesn't work. So sorry guys, if you're waiting for this, and just be a second. The joys of live streaming. If any of you guys are in the chat, and there's quite a few here now guys, please feel free to join my Discord channel. I'm just testing it out, and that way it'll be easier to talk. But as I say, I can see the chat in VR as well. Right, I'm going to now cheat and just get ready to start. Here we go. Hopefully it'll work this time. That was a really weird bug then. I've never known that before.
You know, when we speak in the chat, is it coming over the YouTube as well?
It's actually, yeah, it is. So, yeah, no swearing if you can.
I will try my best.
I suppose I am. This is quite risky doing this, but you know what? I think our community is, generally speaking, fantastic. So, yeah, this is all about having a good time, really, and just flying together in VR or Track IR, as the other guy is. I used to use Track IR actually as well, and it is brilliant. But I must admit, once you go VR, it's just that is it, really. Right, I can see.
Yeah, it's the poor man's VR. Track IR is the poor man's VR.
I used to use even the poor man's version of that, because I had, what was it? Anyone use a track hat? I think it was called. And I used an old was it PS3 or PS4 like sensor to track my my headphones, and it didn't work half the time anyway. So I see a piper arrow there, very nice.
That's me, yes.
Spot on.
I got that system.
Yeah, Just Flight models. Yeah, it's amazing. It's great.
It is. I nearly went in that actually today, but I thought I've shown it so much on the channel recently. I thought I'd best try a different aircraft, so I thought I'd try the Ovation again. This is of all the Carinados that I've been, this is my favourite so far. I think they did a good job with this, because they can be hit and miss with some of their aircraft, to say the least. Wicked. Right, I'll just say hello to people in the chat in a minute, if there's people there. There is. Brilliant. Pie in the sky, hello. Shark, great to see you, mate. I'm not going to pronounce your name because I'll probably say it wrong, but good to see you. David, I've made a cuppa, fantastic. Brian, guys, quite a few people here. Please feel free to join the Discord, even if you're not flying. I've got a link. In fact, I'll put it in there again if I can. There we go. I'll just put that in the chat. Feel free to come and say hello. But be aware we are live on YouTube's. So try and keep things fairly light. That'd be great. Looks like home, John. Brilliant. Yeah, well, I thought what we could do first is fly over the photogrammetry area, which is absolutely spectacular. Do you know what? I'm just going to do a midfield departure. I don't know about you guys. But it's a fairly relaxed flight today. Not going to be worried about doing things exactly correct. Let me know in the chat if my audio is too loud, because I've got a feeling it might be with this aircraft. Levels in a minute. Oh, I think my cup of tea's arrived. Thank you very much. In-flight service. Yeah, that is too loud. Let me just take that back a bit.
Got any spare cake there?
Yeah, Melissa is making a banana cake as we speak. So get your orders in now. Brilliant. Yeah, totally right, John. So if I'm randomly talking as well, I'm actually replying to people in the chat as well as Discord as well. But feel free to join the channel and yeah, have a bit of a chat. Wow, look at this scenery. It's already amazing. Fantastic. One thing you can't see in VR, and that's people's name tags, which is a bit annoying. But I can see a few.
Just go in your settings and turn them on. I tried it yesterday.
Can you?
Yeah, open up your, as you said, press the tab button and then go to the system settings. And where it says VR in the data, I think it is, or.
Ah, spot on, brilliant.
Yeah.
Right, I'll do that now. Settings. Is that on the actual... Yeah, I can't... I'm probably in the wrong place there. Is that on the actual sort of toolbar? The VR toolbar?
Oh no, press escape, go to general, and then it's in...
Gotcha. Trouble is, you know what it's like? You know when you go... At the moment there's a bug. As soon as you go back into the menu, all your controls are like reset, so you dive bomb to the ground as soon as you...
Yeah, it's in traffic on the general settings, show traffic nameplates. It's mine was defaulted off in VR.
Ah, so. Spot on. Oh, show right, got it. I didn't realise there was an option for that in VR. Thanks for that. Oh yeah, I can see everybody now. That's amazing, brilliant. You learn something every day. So yeah, how are you finding the Quest 2 anyway? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, it is. It's nice to be total, especially the air side to it. It's lovely to have no cable attached. But then again, I've been using a Riff for that long, Riff S as well. I don't mind it, to be honest, but I'm just a little bit what settings to use for my bit of a wimpy graphics card. It's just about doable.
So which graphics card? Sorry, which graphics card did you say you had? I forgot.
1070.
Oh yeah, that is quite yeah.
So even with what I have found with the tool tray, normally I can get quite half decent performance, especially in DCS with the tool tray, set it down to 30 FPS, but it actually makes the simulator worse. So I found it better just
Ah, I see.
Standard flight sim, no tool tray.
Oh, hang on. My sim's just gone funny. Do you know, this would be ironic if I end up getting a crash. I think the sim's just crashed, which is hilarious because I never get that. Oh no, hang on, it's back. I just had the biggest stutter I've ever had. It just went all black and now it's back again. It's alright, we're okay. Yeah, a 1070 is, in fact, my friend Dave, if he might appear in the comments in the Discord in a minute, he's running a 1070 with a Reverb G2 and he's finding things are okay with that. But I must admit, the Quest 2 does demand a lot more GPU power than the Reverb, which is quite amazing really, but it's just due to that decoding.
Would you mind, with your experience, just explaining about that? You know, with the Quest 2, you've got that graphic slider that you can change in the settings of the thing. What do you find that you've been on your old machine was working with that?
What, the Quest 2? Do you mean actually the Oculus software settings, you mean? Like the resolution scaler?
It's got that slider in it, hasn't it? And I'm a bit kind of... does that replace, you know, when we used to stick like in the tool tray, 1.2 and 1.3 in the...
Yes, basically... Yeah, that basically is the resolution. So you can, if you run recommended, it will adjust the resolution based upon your GPU, which I find at the moment, because I'm still testing, but I find if I set even my system to recommended, and then I can upscale it in the tray tool, I find that is a better way of getting good performance rather than setting the native resolution, whack it up. I find that for some reason kills performance more on my system. And I actually haven't tried it on Airlink with my old system, but I have tried the Quest 2 on the 1080 Ti machine, and I find the same thing kind of works quite well. Look at these views! Wowzers! I can hear you. A little bit quiet. God, we got
getting a bug where the same as I have, and I wondered if it was just me, that when you press escape to go into the settings and then come back out,
yes,
is in the wrong place.
That's the Sobo. Unfortunately, that's yeah, a Sobo doing their usual thing. I really don't know how that got out, because that bug was so obvious. I don't know how that yeah, but unfortunately hopefully they'll sort that out soon with a hotfix. Oh, we've got Dave. That is Dave there to my 1 o'clock. Can you hear me, Dave? We've got someone I can hear their baby, so unless they're flying, which is so impressive, could you just make sure you got push to talk enabled? But Dave, I can't hear you, mate. If you go into your settings, audio, and then change to the reverb, you should be able to hear you really well. Right, that's Vancouver. Let's crack on now to Seattle.
Sorry, that was my babies.
That's all right, no problem.
I'm trying to figure this out too myself.
Yeah, honestly, I'm really I'm doing this. I've never done this before, where I'm like streaming and using Discord, so it's a completely new experience. So it's good fun though.
But she does fly. She does put a VR on. She's 3 years old. She does fly.
Does she really? That is amazing.
Yes. She likes the new Ultra light that came out.
Fantastic.
It is. Hey, had a quick question.
Yeah, sure.
Currently I'm using the Rift S.
Rift
And,
S, yeah.
Yeah, and it's working amazing with the NVIDIA driver with the 5473.
Yes.
I'm using that with a 2080 Ti. Obviously, I have it overclocked.
Yeah.
And but the thing is that it's working great. The Quest 2 was a nightmare with me, so it couldn't work. So I got rid of that one. But my question is, would the G2 work as good as the Rift S with a 2080 Ti?
Well, do you know what? Your question's very timely, because if you'd asked me that a week ago, I'd have said no. But now, Windows Mixed Reality have really upped their software, and they've had a few updates. So now the I don't know if you like flying with motion projection on or not, but it's now as good as Oculus. So if you did buy a Reverb with your 2080 Ti, you should be absolutely fine with that. And it'll work better than the Quest 2, definitely.
Yes, because I was having a lot of issues with Quest 2, and it would just even overclock. I was getting 2100 out of my 2080 Ti megahertz, and it was still stuttering like crazy.
That's with the Rift S, you say?
No, that was with the Quest 2.
Oh, sorry, Quest. Yeah. Honestly, the Quest 2, it's so frustrating. Like, it's really not. It's not so much about a performance thing. It's just basically because of this link. It's not a native display port that is going straight into your computer. So you're always going to have to. The GPU is going to always have to work harder. But I think there's something else going on. I think they could make it smoother, but there is stuttering, and even for me on a 3090, it's not brilliant. And I'll always use the Reverb over the Quest 2 any day of the week, personally, because it just runs so much better. It really does, and you get better visuals and everything else to go with it as well. So,
that's why I was kind of like skeptical about it, because I'm having great. I mean, the Rift S is not the great, doesn't look as good, as the Quest 2 did, but like it's so smooth. You put it on and it feels like it's like wow, it's very very smooth. I'm like wow, I wonder if the G2 can, I would have the same type of performance with the 2080 Ti, because it was one or the other, either go with a 3090, 3080, or go with a better headset. Try my luck with the 2080 Ti.
Yeah. I mean, 2080 Ti is still a pretty beefy GPU, really, by all accounts. I think it's probably
I'm new to PC. I just been PC for maybe a year now. So I built my first PC. So my first card is a 2080 Ti. So I don't know, anything more than less or more. So I know more is better, supposedly, but
That's the trouble, it's one of those things. Is how crazy you want to go with it. There's systems out there for $5,000, the Jetline systems, but even those systems are gonna stutter. There's basically no computer out there that can run this like we all want at the moment. I think is so. But I think the Reverb G2 would be a fantastic upgrade for you, without a doubt. I think it will run really well with your. What's your CPU, by the way?
I'm using the AMD, the 59 or 5600X.
Oh, that's pretty damn beefy then, isn't it, as well? So yeah, you should be fine with that.
I could tell that I had the 3600, and and you could tell the difference from the 3600 to this one.
Yeah, that should be absolutely fine.
Yeah, it works. It works. Like I said, I didn't get to use. I had the 3600 CPU when I tried the Quest, but like I said, with frustration, not getting it right and all that stuff, so I just end up selling the Quest 2, and I end up finding the new CPU, and I went with that. I got about $300, so I couldn't say no to that,
Yeah, totally. Yeah. It's
I found it out on OfferUp, and it was a good deal, brand new. So I was like, it's a big dip. Even now with the 22, with the way it's set up right now, it works way stutters even less like that.
It's one of those things, if you really are happy with the Rift S, and you'll, maybe keep it, as well. I
am gonna keep it, because I'm never gonna give it, because just in case something happens, I can always relax it out. I can connect it back up. Great.
Yeah, that's always good.
I want better visuals, though.
Well,
anybody there?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. I'm just going to say hello to people in the chat quickly, because the chat's going crazy as well. Hello to everybody. No, absolutely my pleasure, mate. Honestly, this is what we're all here for, to help each other, really. And Paul, what's my 4-digit tag? I don't know what that is. What do you mean, Paul? Do you mean I've got? In fact, I'll just paste that in again. The Discord. I'm trying to be really clever. I'm actually using the virtual desktop of the Reverb, so I can see the chat as well as everything else. It's working pretty well so far. But yeah, whoever just called, I can hear you loud and clear. And thanks for joining. Really appreciate it.
What heading are you on? Because I've just joined mid-air and I don't know where everybody is.
Yeah, at the moment, I'm on a 140... Hang on. Am I? No, 150, sorry. And, yeah, heading to Seattle. We're about 30 minutes out, actually.
Heading 140?
Yeah, at the moment.
Steve.
In fact, I'm just going to lower... I'm a bit high, actually. Sorry, I'm not really looking at what I'm doing. I should aviate first, then talk. So I'm just going to drop down a bit so we can enjoy the scenery here.
Navigate, communicate.
Yes, I got it the wrong way around, I think.
Hey Steve.
Hey, how you doing?
Alright man, how's it going?
Very, very well.
I'm Pie in the Sky, but my username is Chronic Farmer, so I kind of change it at some point.
Ah, spot on, yeah. I think have you got a YouTube channel? I think I've seen your YouTube channel before.
Yeah, I just started one a couple of months ago. Kind of new, yeah.
Oh, spot on. Nice one.
Yeah, so I love watching your channel, man. It's really good.
Oh, thank you. No, I really appreciate that.
I finally got this going now, so it's brilliant.
It is. It's great, isn't it? And I think the great thing about starting a YouTube channel is that you get to meet everybody, like, and just enjoy this crazy passion of VR and flying together. And it's quite hard.
Exactly.
It's quite hard to meet people in your daily life that are into that. I think I know about 2 or 3 people that are into it, so it is really cool.
Yeah, cool. No, nice one. It's really good. I'm loving it, man. I finally got it like smooth again, you know.
What are you running at the moment?
I've got the 3080 and I got the i9.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so no, it's good, man. It's good. But
Very nice.
It's frustrating with the Quest 2. I spent months with the Quest 2. It's really good.
Yeah.
But I just got the Reverb, and it's so easy, isn't it? It's plug and play, basically.
Honestly, if I had £1 for every time people have said that, like, the Quest 2 is an amazing headset. It really is, but it really shows its limitations when you try and do something like this. It just can't do it very well. It's a shame.
Yeah. But when you get it going, it's okay, but it's just annoying to get it going.
It is.
I
Yeah.
started with the Quest 2 and then I bought a Reverb, but to be honest, the main reason for doing so was that update for the Oculus software that essentially broke Flight Sim, and I just like, I can't be bothered with the stress.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just annoying, all the hours you put into trying to make it work, right?
It is. You end up doing too much testing. Oh, someone's trying to fly in formation. Oh, hello. The AV pilot. That was a nice...
Craig.
How you doing, Craig? That was amazing. I just maybe jumped then. I was kind of in my own world and I just saw this aircraft. Like, hello.
Sorry, I had to change because the one I was a bit too slow. You guys tearing off in front.
Yeah, sorry. If I am going a bit fast, guys, let me know, because I'm using the fancy Ovation today. I haven't shown this for a while. It's a lovely aircraft, actually. Wow, there's quite a few of you. That's amazing. I didn't know there was that many here. Fantastic. This is cool.
Hi guys, spoke to HP this week about trying to get the G2 here in the UK, and the woman at the phone said she don't know when it's going to arrive, if at all. That's in the UK, so that's a bit worrying.
You can't be serious. Really?
That's what she said. Jasmine at HP UK.
Jasmine, I don't know who that is, but I might even send an email out, to them, and whatever they say back, I might just pop it as a little video on the channel as an update, because I don't really know what's going on there at the moment. It's so frustrating because the headset, if you think about it without all the other stuff, the headset itself is amazing, but because of all the problems they're having with stocks, it's just making it tainted, and people can't get hold of them, and it's really frustrating. It's so frustrating. I'm sorry to hear that.
The Quest 2 as well, don't they?
Sorry, say again.
Sorry. No, they go for the Quest 2 because they can't, the wait is too long, right? So you might as well just get the Quest 2 now. That's what they think, right? And it's...
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, the Reverb is awesome, but the Quest 2 is still an amazing headset. And if you are really desperate to get into VR, the Quest 2 is still a brilliant option. You just need to spend some time with it, really. And I haven't put a setup video on of the Airlink simply because I don't really know myself yet. I'm testing and doing, messing around and just checking the forums like everybody else. And when I find a sweet spot, then I'll say something. But right now, I can't seem to get it the way I want it at the moment.
Yeah, I've not tried that Airlink actually.
It is bloody amazing though.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
I was using Aerofly FS2, but I was downstairs using the controllers. I wasn't even at my in my sort of man cave, and it was just quite cool. Yeah, I was literally sat there on the sofa flying. It was the most amazing. For things like that, it is really cool. Very cool indeed.
Yeah.
This scenery is so beautiful.
I'm gonna give it a go now, Airlink, and just put the Quest 2 on and see if I can make it work.
Have you actually tried Airlink before? You got a version 2.8 because you need to make sure you've got that software.
Yeah, I tried it the other day. It said it's just a question of fiddling around. It's not like the Rift S where you can just set it in tool tray and done. But I found
Very
that
true.
for me with this 1070 that the tool tray seems to make stuttering worse. If I knock tool tray off and just use it native in Flight Sim, it seems to work better.
Yeah, I've had mixed results with the tray tool, to be fair. Are you using the updated version of the tray tool? Because there was an update a couple of weeks ago that seemed to make things better for me. And it's not always, it's not obvious. I think you have to go to the settings tab and then check for updates, then it will find one and then download it. So it's might be worth trying that.
Give it a go, yeah.
So Don's just said have some cake. Yep, too right. Melissa's making a cake right now. Actually, I can smell it. Actually, it's quite distracting. So I'm just checking the chat out here a little bit as well. Any of you guys feel free to join the Discord server. I'm laughing every time I say the word Discord because I've never tried it before. Apart from the other week with Mark from the Sim Hangar, we had a great flight, and I think because of that, it's made me realise how easy it is to actually meet up and do this kind of thing. And I think we should do it more often, definitely.
That's where I first come across you, Steve, and I just think, I say your YouTube channel is great. It's really helpful, even though I haven't got the headset yet.
Oh no, honestly, if I always say if it helps someone, it's worth making a video, you know, because it's not an easy thing, this VR and flight simming thing we do. It's very complicated, and there's so many different settings and tweaks and stuff, and yeah, you can end up tearing your hair out.
What motion projection? I don't quite understand that when you're talking about it.
No, I mean, you know, it's funny. I keep saying motion projection. It's actually motion reprojection is the word, but I say it wrong. But I mean, it's a very clever technology, really. It's been around for absolutely yonks. I mean, like Oculus was the pioneers of it, really, first of all. Then Steam VR got involved, and Windows Mixed Reality have always been lagging behind. But it's really like you imagine that your graphics card is predicting frames that are that don't exist because you can't reach 90 frames per second, because that is the ultimate, 90 frames per second. That's what we all want, but it's never going to happen. Absolutely never going to happen anytime soon. So it predicts the frames ahead of time, and then your brain's kind of tricked into thinking that it's really fluid, and it really is when it works properly. For me, that's my preferred. In fact, I'm using motion projection today, actually, and I
was going to ask if you have motion reprojection on, because I normally have it off because I can't stand the wobbling behind the propeller.
Yeah.
But it looks fine from what I'm looking at on your stream.
Ah, yeah, that's probably because you won't see it because I'm using the native view on. I'm not using the mirror today. I'm just using the actual native view. I've stretched.
You still do get that wobbling, yeah.
But yeah, I must admit, for some reason, some planes are worse than others. Like the Ovation at the moment, I'm not really seeing it that much. I mean, I'm looking out for it. Every now and then there'll be a tearing, but for me, it's. I think it's a small price to pay for, so if I'm flying like this and I'm looking at the ground movement, the motion of the ground for me is so important because it gives me that illusion of fluid flight. So I guess for me, I prefer that. I think, are we getting near to Friday Harbour? Do you fancy doing a touch and go there, guys? See if we can do a mass touch and go. But say if I'm doing a long haul flight or whatever, or if I'm like, in the CRJ or something, I'm quite high up, then having motion projection on is almost a little bit of, because it will limit your frames. It is true. With motion projection on, you get less frames, but I think the key is it's consistent because it locks it down. And now you can go down to 22.5 frames per second, but I must admit it is quite wavy and it's not for everybody. It is definitely not for everybody. Having it disabled is okay as well, really, if you prefer it.
Try it with the icon, the A5, because you can't see the propeller in front of you. It's really good.
Ah, yeah, that's good advice. I tried, is it the Virus? Yesterday, I had a quick flight around Amsterdam, and the prop on that was horrible. It was. I don't know why some are different than others. Whether it's due to the modelling or not, I don't know. I know there is a fix.
Yeah,
in fact,
it might be.
Shark in the comments on my other video, he mentioned that there is a sort of propeller that you can get, sort of implement just like a little add-on or whatever, and it stops it from happening. So,
Oh, that's cool.
it's always a trade-off. It's always a trade-off.
Someone commented on one of my comments on your video that was there is a mod that basically removes the propeller, and therefore it solves that problem.
Oh, okay. It's actually completely removes it. Okay, that's interesting. I must give it a go, to be fair. But for me, I think I have a reason why I haven't messed around with it, because for me it doesn't bother me, but I know some people, they hate it. They absolutely can't stand it, and that's fair enough. Right, I'm going to do a bit of a downwind here. I think I can see Jimmy Pop 86. I'm not sure if he's part of the group or not, but...
What's your airspeed, Steve?
Airspeed at the moment, yeah, this is a fast bird actually. I'm at 120 knots at the moment. But I'm just trying to slow down. In fact, I can use the speed brakes on this bird because it's a slippery beast on approach.
Just what's the airport again you're going into, Steve?
Friday Harbour. I'm not quite sure what the code is.
It's Kilo Foxtrot Hotel Romeo.
Ah, brilliant, thank you. So yeah, anyone wanting to join us, we're currently at Friday Harbour doing a mass touch and go for the local residents. They're going to think, what the hell's going on here? I can't believe there's so many people here, guys, because it was like a last minute thing, so thanks for joining, I really do appreciate it. Here we go.
Hi Steve, can you hear me?
I can hear you a little bit quiet, but that's probably due to my loud V8 engine in my Ovation, or V12 or whatever it is. Sounds gorgeous though. Oh, it's a bit turbulent. I think Jimmy's going to watch his land, so no pressure. I tell you what, you really feel the turbulence over the trees. A bit of a long landing this one. Bit hard, that'll do. And back up again.
I gave up and put the Rift S on.
Oh, you're back. The thing is, I mean, the Rift S is absolutely fantastic. It's a really good headset. And I still would recommend it to anybody, particularly with a mid-range computer. It's still a great display in it.
Well, oddly enough, I've had very poor performance just lately, but as I said before we started, I've got that many add-ons in the community folder. I had a lot of stuttering the other week when we were flying with Mark.
Oh, right.
I've just wiped out the community folder and just put my Flying Iron Spitfire and a few other things in, and it's just no tool tray running, and it's running great, no stuttering, nothing.
Really? That's interesting. I'll have to try that one myself because I've got a ton of things in the community folder actually. It's a bit, I suppose it's a bit like the, you know, the X-Plane plugins folder. After a while you need a good clear out and then you realise how much better it runs.
Well, I've got it on an SSD, not an M2 one, and I think the community folder was just something crazy. It was taking like 10 minutes to load the simulator in.
Yeah, I suppose it is. It just needs cleaning out sometimes. Guys, I can just hang around in this area a little bit. If you want to do a touch and go, I can just hang around here. I don't want to go too far ahead.
You can try the MS Economica.
So I can't hear you quite. I think it's my engine that's quite loud, but whoever just said something, could you just maybe turn up your volume just ever so slightly? I can't quite hear you. In fact, is there... It's one thing this Coronado needs. It needs a headphone jack to simulate. I don't think it has that. No, it doesn't. That's a shame. Right, I best just check the chat again. I'm not very good at this multitasking. Hi Julian, good to see you. Hi Glenn. Wow, so many people. Fantastic. Good to see you all. Ren, Rift S is indeed good, but that is indeed bluey compared to the G2. IPD, G2 needs to be right, yeah. The thing is with the Rift S, it's got a really nice sweet spot, like the Quest, because it's got the same optics. But I must admit, I've got, you know, the studio form that I'm using with this head balancer. In fact, you'll probably see on the screen, I just don't mess around with the headset. Sometimes, I don't know about you guys with the G2, but I just sometimes have to mess around with it to get it back in the sweet spot. I don't need to do that anymore because it just sits on top of my head and stays in the same position. It's brilliant.
I was looking to buy one of those, but they're out of stock.
I know that might be my fault, so apologies for that. The guy emailed me and said, "Steve, that video, I need to crack on with the orders now." And I was like, "Oh, well, it's good, but at the same time, it's a shame that you've got, gone out of stock so much." I think it's only either one or two guys that are doing this. So, but as soon as they're back in stock again, I can probably let you guys know, and it is good, very good.
Do you find it improves the field of view as well, or?
No, not really. In fact, in some ways, it might make it a little bit worse because for me, I don't really like the headset pressed up against my face like some people do, but that's the only way you're going to get good field of view. I like to just have it sat there, if that makes sense. I don't know if you can see on the stream or not, but I can get my finger like underneath the pad quite easily. There's like a little gap. So I like that. It keeps the headset comfortable, but with the expense of a little bit of field of view, because it is I'll press it against my face to get a better, field of view sort of thing. If that makes sense.
All right. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Thank you.
Got to go to work. Also, thank you, Ren, for stopping by. Much appreciated. Dave, I still can't hear you, mate. Are you? It'd be nice to hear from you because you've got a Reverb G2 with a 1070 card, so it would be good for people to hear your experiences if you're about. But if you don't want to talk, that's fine. I understand.
Hello, Steve.
Hello, mate. How you doing? Can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, it's Martin from Stockton
Hi, Martin.
with the Dobermans.
Good to see you here. Fantastic.
Yeah. My Quest 2 is going back to the manufacturers next week. It's really overheating. And,
Is it really?
I've also just noticed that when I go to connect up now, it all connects to the PC, but MSFS won't recognise it. An error comes up.
Sounds like you've got a real dodgy unit there. I'm sorry to hear that. You don't really hear that so much with the Quest. You hear a few dodgy reverbs, but I must admit I haven't heard many Quests going wrong, unless I'm.
Yeah, I've sort of begged them to say, look, are they meant to get hot? And mine's actually really got very hot at the front, so I don't know if any other guys on here that are using them have had the same problem. I mean, how hot are they meant to get? I mean, I've had to take mine off because it's giving me a headache.
I'm trying to think. I mean, yeah, I'm feeling that my Reverb G2 feels quite warm at the front, but it never translates to me in the headset, if that makes sense. It's not too bad. Not unless if it's a really hot day, which in the UK it really isn't today, as you know. It's not so bad. But I mean, the Quest doesn't feel like it gets too hot for me personally. And if it's causing issues as well and not connecting properly, yeah, that definitely sounds like it's a dodgy one.
I don't think it's the connection cable because I went for the top end connection cable as well. I just wanted everything to be right. As you know, the PC I've got from the same place as you.
Yes.
Is actually running really nicely. I'm really pleased with it.
That is good to hear because I know you had a few issues to start with, didn't you? But you've managed to get them sorted, so that's awesome.
Yeah, no worries.
You went for the 3080, didn't you? I think, which is absolute beast.
Yeah, with the 10. I've got the same as the other guy that was talking to you just a minute or two ago. It's the i9 10900, I think it is.
Yeah, it really is a brilliant CPU, and I think it's showing how good it is even more now. The 11th gen 11900K's out because it actually is performing better than the newer chip. So yeah, I think it's a good investment. In fact, the Sim Hanger Mark, he's just gone and bought the exact same spec computer as well, so he's going to have his delivered soon.
Right.
I can see Dave there high up.
Hi up, can you hear me?
Hey, there you are. Good to hear from you, Dave. Good, thanks for joining. Appreciate it. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, Discord had reset all my audio settings from last week.
Ah, that's why then. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 1070 and getting a smooth 26 FPS. Really, really good.
Spot on. That's great. Yeah, you've in fact you've got my old 1070 card, don't you, Dave? Because when I got the 1080 Ti card, I sold it to you, and it's like a little mini 1070, and it's an awesome little card. It really just keeps on going and going, doesn't it?
I mean, I've overclocked it 10%, but it's just really punching above its weight.
Nice.
Until I can get one of the newer 3000 cards. But no, it's really doesn't owe me anything at all, no.
That's awesome.
It's a Zodiac one, that's the one I've been using.
I can't remember what one it is actually, Dave. Do you know what make it is? I can't remember.
No, I think, yeah. I'm not sure which one, no.
It's like the tiniest little card you've seen in your life compared to what it can handle. It's an amazing little thing. Right, guys, I'll just let you know I'm going to be heading now to Seattle. But I'm going to slow down a little bit if I'm going too quick, because I forgot how quick this ovation is. What are you flying, Dave? Are you flying the DA62?
Yep, I'm in the 62. Just keeping up with you there.
Spot on. Yeah, just to let you know, guys, me and Dave flew the Chipmunk we actually went in the back seat the other week, and I'm going to have a little video on the channel of that. But it was amazing, wasn't it, Dave? Just flying in a beautiful RAF Chipmunk. Can't beat it.
That was superb. Just drop everything and head over to the airfield, and totally unexpected.
I know.
That was brilliant.
That's the thing with these things. You've got to be there, like a quick reaction alert. It's like drop everything, get down to the airfield, and fingers crossed. But yeah, absolutely amazing.
Really nice handling aircraft, the Chipmunk. Nicely balanced. You can see why they used it as a trainer for all those years.
Yes, absolutely. It's so sensitive, so responsive. And doing those wing overs with that canopy,
that's it.
It is so cool.
You have flown it last weekend.
So I can't quite hear you, a little bit low on the chat there, on the audio. This is so amazing to have so many people here. I'm not sure if you guys are up for it, but I might start a Discord channel. In fact, I might just start the one I've used today, and maybe build it up a little bit, because I know I get asked that a lot. Yeah, I get asked that a lot, and I'm not very good at this sort of thing really. This social media stuff, but I can definitely sort that out. It shouldn't be too difficult.
Yeah, leave it on. It's good stuff.
I suppose that sometimes it might be easier to kind of liaise and chat over Discord than it is YouTube.
Okay, code for Seattle is Kilo Sierra Echo Alpha.
Roger that. I've got a direct 2 on my sat nav, so hopefully I'm just going to stay around 3,000 feet, I think. I've been hand flying all the way. She's a really nice plane to fly, this Carinado, actually. Very stable. Let's just check the chat again.
How far are you guys into the flight? Is it worth me joining you or not?
Yeah, feel free, mate. I think at the moment we're just trying to think where the best place is to join. Because I'm just heading to Seattle, but we're about 19 minutes away according to the GPS. But yeah, feel free to join. It's a shame you can't kind of join on into the group, like already flying. I wonder if that would be an option in the future.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah, on the main world map, if you go into the right server, you'll see the green planes on the map, on the world map. And you just
brilliant.
click on one of them, and you just click them as set departure.
You see, that just shows you how little I've done this. That's brilliant. Well, I don't know if you can see that on the screen, whoever called me, but that's the map. That's where we are right now. We're just probably about sort of 10 minutes away from Kilo Foxtrot Hotel Romeo. So if you see a group of people, feel free to join. Hopefully it's hopefully us.
Dave, do you get any issues with like a really slow stutter with the 1070 at the moment, and this multiplayer thing, I'm getting like real frame drops for like half a second, and then it kicks back in again, and then again and again and again and again. I've just turned the graphics settings down. It seems to have made it a little bit better.
To be honest, it's running really smoothly. I haven't had that this week. I had a few a couple of weeks ago, but today, no, it's just been fine.
I just had that like 5 FPS. I have a 3090 as well.
Yeah,
So I don't know what happened.
Wow.
I'm wondering if it's multiplayer. It's trying to think about lots of things. I mean, I'm not using the best CPU. I've got an old 4790K running at 4.7, but seems only to happen when there's lots of people around on a multiplayer session like this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think non-default liveries might cause stutters as well. I saw on Two-Tone Murphy's stream and Oz Flight Simmer that may cause an issue as well with regards to stutters.
Cheers, thanks. I'll just have a mess around with the settings and.
Well, I mean, what I do, I very rarely fly with online players because I find the frame rate really tanks. So it might be that's causing it more than anything else.
Somebody mentioned flying the A5. I recently downloaded from Just Flight C to Key and plonked the A5 in the harbour there, and it's absolutely fantastic. You get pelicans and animals and everything. It really is good.
Oh wow, that sounds fantastic. Yeah,
That's awesome.
I think that's one thing I love about this sim the most. For me, is the feeling of being in the environment. I get that better with this sim than any other sim. Just love it.
Near the water splashing around, and I sit there with a Jack Daniels, and I'm happy as Larry.
Yeah, I recently went to the Lake District, and there's a place called Crummock Water. I'm sure a lot of you UK guys know. And I actually attempted to land right next to it. And I just sat there right where I was. In fact, I've got a little video I'll put on the channel and probably put it on in a couple of days. And I sat there and just could hear the lake and just the scenery. And I just thought, this is amazing. I can do this in VR. It's fantastic.
Especially now as well. It's nice to fly around, isn't it?
Yeah, too right. Just let me go, guys, if I'm a little bit flying too fast. I might just slow down a little bit. Just keep looking behind me and going, wow, there's loads of people there. Amazing. Look at that for a view. Fantastic.
Yeah, look at Mount Rainier on the horizon there. That just looks superb.
It does. Peter, which server are you on? I've forgotten already which server it is. Anyone know? I can't remember.
That's North Europe.
North Europe
Yeah,
server,
North
Peter.
Europe.
Be great to see you on. Bino Tuber, hi, great to see you streaming, Steve. Yeah, I haven't really done much streaming, and a lot of that is because I do this MRTV podcast every week, and I find that's enough for me, to be honest. But I do need to start streaming on my own channel a bit more, and just doing things like this. This is what it's all about, really, at the end of the day.
You gonna take any screenshots of us all together?
Do you know, I was just thinking of doing that, actually. I'm just going to go outside, the outside view, and take a screenshot, because trouble is,
when you're running live weather, or you're just all clear sky?
I'm using live weather, but I think it don't really matter what you use, I don't think. I'm not sure. Wow, that would be a great screenshot there. Fantastic. I wish it was easier to take a screenshot in VR. It's a pain in the arse.
I'm finally looking to try and join you guys. Where would be a good starting point?
Good question. Let's see where we are.
Just click on any of the flights and click set departure, and you'll join straight in.
That probably is the best way to do things.
Sorry, to do what? Where from?
I think the best way to do it, I haven't done this, but apparently you can, if you can see the group, we're just sort of, just trying to think, we're just passing 80 Whiskey Alpha. We're heading to Seattle. The next stop, we're going to fly over Whiskey Alpha 61, But if you see a group around that area, apparently you can click on the group and you can kind of instantly spawn into that group. So
yeah, you've got to go to the world map. Make sure you're on the right server, so North Europe. And then
how do I server?
So top right hand corner where your username is, you should click on it and you should be able to change the server there.
Honey C Farmer, I'm just enjoying some of your aerobatics there. Very nice.
That's me.
Oh, careful. Get a bit low there. What are you in? What are you flying?
I've got this Vertigo racing plane. It's a mod I got off flight sim.
You look like a UFO going through. Literally, you're like all over the place. That's amazing.
It's so fast.
It is, yeah. It's quite fun to watch, though. Wowzers.
Well, there's two of you there.
Wow! Oh my god. That was a good fly pass. Very cool.
So if you go in the world map, you see on the top right, you can change the server. Then if you go to like where we are, so if you go down to Seattle area, you zoom in on the world map. You've got to zoom in quite a lot because then you'll see the green planes, the little green planes, and you'll see a bunch of us together.
I think I got it. Yes, but I went to Whiskey.
Cheers, Shark. Thanks for joining us. Much appreciated. Take care.
Is that North Europe? Whereabouts are you?
Yeah, North Europe, yeah.
Okay, mate.
And then just look for the green planes near Seattle, and then just choose one and just set a departure on the plane, and you'll join us. You'll just spawn in.
Does anybody know on the Garmin GNS 530 how you switch back to the map view? I'm in the arrow.
If you click flight plan, I think, does that usually, depends on what menu you're on, but yeah, I generally, if you click flight plan at the bottom screen there, that should get you back.
Yeah, I'm using the arrow. I think yeah, it's flight plan or menu or something like that.
Weather's pretty nice today here, by the looks of things, using live weather. Not too bad. Let's check the chat again. Hey Michael, good to see you. Aleph OD. You know, I'm rubbish at pronouncing some of these YouTube names. Oh dear. Aleph OD 1776. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Michael, how do you communicate in... Actually, Michael, yeah, we've got a Discord group. That I'll just put a link in the channel again. Hang on a second. This is very dangerous multitasking like this. There we go. Oh, no, it's not. Hang on. I'm going to have to...
Man, rain looks great.
Yeah, if you go up, Michael, I've got a link on the chat. Let me just do it again. 1 sec. It's great how you can see your virtual desktop in the Reverb again, because for quite a while it was a bit dodgy and it kept crashing the sim, but it seems to be working all right again. So that's good. Ah, invite people. There we go. Back to YouTube. Yeah, John, the weather in the UK today is awful. Yeah, look at me. I'm zooming up now because I'm not looking what I'm doing. Sorry, guys. Anyone trying to do any formation flying with me must be like thinking, what the hell is he doing? There we go. Get back down again now. But that's the link, John. If you want to join that, feel free.
I just got a question, Steve. Is that all right?
Yeah, go for it. I'll do my best to answer it if I can.
Yeah, just as a VR newbie, I'm just wondering if you can point me in the direction where there might be some guidance around settings in Flight Simulator, like graphic settings for the Reverb G2, or what you have found is optimal settings. So I'm using a 2080 Ti on an AMD CPU. So just wondering, yeah, if there's any sort of best or optimal graphics settings you could perhaps recommend.
Yeah, I mean, I've done a few sort of settings videos on the channel, but I mean, it changes all the time, doesn't it? Really. But I'd recommend the render scale slider is the big one. That's the one that's going to hurt your frame rate the most. But unfortunately, it's the one you're going to want to bump up the most as well because of the visual clarity, the reverb. But with a 2080 Ti card, you should be able to get about 70-80% render scale. But are you aware of OpenXR? Do you know what that is? It's a developer tool. You got that, have you?
Yeah, I watched your. I think you put a posting on YouTube recently about that. So don't know a lot about it, but I'm still doing research, being relatively new to the VR world. Yeah.
You're going to want to bump up the most as well because of the visual clarity, the reverb. But with a 2080 Ti card, you should be able to get about 70-80% render scale. Are you aware of OpenXR? Do you know what that is? It's a developer tool. You got that, have you?
Yeah,
that's strange. What's going on? I just replayed that back to me. Did you hear that, guys?
Yeah, I just heard myself.
I just thought, that guy sounds just like me. That's a bit weird. And then he's giving the same advice I just said. Okay, fair enough. Then I realised it was actually me. Hopefully that won't happen again. That was weird.
Yeah, no, thanks.
You got the advice twice there, so... That was bizarre.
Yeah, I thought I had muted YouTube, but I've muted YouTube, but I've talking through Discord.
Oh, was it you? Was it your? What happened there? That was hilarious. Right? Yeah. But anyway, that's the first thing. I would say also just the big hitters for me are ambient occlusion. I find that really hurts frames. I find what's the other one? Clouds. It's a really weird one. Like the volumetric clouds, if you have that on high, they look amazing. If you put them at ultra, they really very slightly change. The visual clarity isn't that much better, but the performance goes through the roof. I lose about 5 to 10 frames with clouds on ultra compared to high, which is bizarre. I don't know whether that's a bug, but so I keep my clouds on high.
That's interesting.
But it is funny how people's experiences are all very different, and also experiment with motion projection. You might love it or you might hate it. I think there's quite a bit polarized opinions on it, really, to be honest. I personally like it, but I guess I get trial and error really in that respect. But with a 2080 Ti card, you should definitely be able to ramp the settings up fairly well, because it's still a decent car, that is, really.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm getting a G2. That'd be great. I think I've just got to get used to, because I'm used to using a track IR.
Yes.
With my head and my eyes, but with VR, what I've heard is that you need to get used to keeping your eyes still but move your head.
Yeah, I suppose that's the sweet spot limitations. I find, I mean, again, sweet spot is such a very sensitive issue with a lot of people. I find it's fine, and I can move my eyes around fairly well. Like, at the moment, I can sort of stay central, and I can see the 4 main instruments. I can see the GPS, and I don't really need to move my head too much. But of course, to get the absolute clarity, moving your head really does help. Is someone getting changed in the back there? I can't hear her getting their flight suit on.
That's me, Steve. I'm just getting ready to go to work.
Oh, okay, no worries.
I'm about to get soaked because I'm cycling and it's raining.
Oh no! Oh my goodness me! I take it you're in the UK then. If it's raining, you're bound to be in the UK.
I'm in Chester.
Oh.
This is Paul White, by the way.
Oh, nice one, Paul. I'm pleased you was able to join eventually.
Yeah, it took me some time. Unfortunately, as I said, I've got to go to work, so I'm just going to be listening to you as I'm cycling.
Yeah.
And, I try not to make so much noise.
No, that's all right. If we hear a massive crash, then we know to send help. Go steady out there.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
No worries. Right, guys, I've made it now to Seattle, downtown Seattle, so I'm just going to circle this area a little bit. I mean, to be fair, I have picked the worst area for frame rate, so sorry, guys. This doesn't get any worse. If your system's running this okay, then you can probably fly anywhere in this sim, to be honest, because it is very, very heavy on frames. But that view is unbelievable down there. Wowzers. Look at that. That is incredible. That is amazing. Yeah, the photogrammetry here is definitely better than some of the newer stuff. That looks really good. Look at all those people. That's incredible. Wowzers. Nice aerobatics area of Seattle. Love it. Over the Space Needle. Beautiful views. Alright, just check chat again. Albert. Hello, Albert. Great to see you. John. Michael. Jeep. Yeah, reprojection. Yes, exactly, Jeep. It seems to be like polarized opinions on reprojection. Some people love it, some people hate it. It's a bit of a Marmite kind of thing. Let's get nice and low here. Wow. So how many of you guys are actually got bank holiday off then? If you're in the UK, that is.
Yeah, I have.
Have you? I never get it off. This is the first one I've had off for ages, so and it's raining. But never mind.
Surprised you do to work, Steve. You're that prolific with your videos, and your one made me laugh the other night at midnight.
Yeah, I know. I do wonder how I managed to have time to do them, but I think the reason my videos are a little bit rough and ready. That you know, editing takes a long time, but I don't want to get too crazy about it. Really, I just basically want to just share information and just, you know, enjoy this whole thing we do. There's a lot of YouTubers out there that they're like full on, you know, films. They're amazing quality, and I don't think I'll ever get to that stage. But
Very beautiful all day. And a virtual fly, and then midnight, bump up, pops another one.
Sorry, say again.
I said listeners must be very understanding. You're out all day flying, and
Yeah.
then we do.
Oh, yeah, she's.
Bump another one.
She's great. She really is. In fact, I think she's actually listening on the channel. So if you want to get your cake order in, feel free, because she's busy making a banana cake at the moment, or she was. But yeah, she's very understanding. She actually really enjoys VR as well. She really likes the Quest, actually, because she seems to get on better with it. I think I can hear the cyclist quite loud in there. I can hear you a little bit. I hope you haven't crashed or anything. I hope you're all right.
I actually disconnected my microphone, so I had to open the door, take the bike downstairs, and I'm just setting off now.
Okay.
Throwing it.
I feel nervous. I hope you get there all right.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Right, what I might do then, guys, I think we're at... I'm just heading to KC now. I've no idea what the active runway is, but we'll pick one. I might just land there, actually. Not quite sure how long we've been going for now, but this has been great. I'm really enjoying this. Super.
Just went through that small period again in the sim where I get virtually 0 GPU usage, 50% CPU, but about 6 frames a second for some time. Now it's gone back to lovely and smooth again. I wonder if it's just when it's downloading the scenery or something.
It definitely sounds like something more external's going on. Not the sim, but something interfering with it. Have you got any like virus program or like I use Malwarebytes, which I really like, but sometimes it can interfere. If you're getting that periodic, you know, big stutter like that, it's definitely something that's interfering. Probably outside. I might be wrong. But,
it's probably just a 4-core CPU. I don't know.
Oh wow, yeah. I forgot what you were running. I can't remember what you said.
It was a 4790K with a 1070.
Oh, of course. Yeah. It's probably just because you're a bit low on the specs there. But it's amazing you're running it though. It's pretty damn cool. You know, it just shows you you don't need a massive computer.
Without VR, I can run it in Ultra and get 30 frames a second.
Yeah, it's same with you, Dave. If you're still there, you're still running at 8600K, aren't you? With the overclocked, and it's running really well on your system.
Yeah, I've got it running an old Copulate chip at 5 gig overclocked to that. FXAA, I don't use the TLAA on the graphics, and it just all works fine. You just need to experiment with your settings a bit. I've got 100% render scale as well.
That's amazing. Wow. Yeah, honestly, you don't need to spend a crazy amount of money on a computer, really. You can enjoy the sim. I think the options they've given the Saber, they've done, you know, it's weird. I find medium to high settings is not a massive amount of difference, really. I feel like I'm in that the guy in his pocket or something, cycling along.
You are in my pocket, Steve. You're on my phone in my pocket. I don't get paid enough for this, you know.
How far have you got to go? Is it a long cycle or?
It's not. It takes me about 20-25 minutes.
Oh wow, crikey! I'm so lazy, really. I used to enjoy cycling. Actually, I should do it again. Right, I'm just on a downwind now. Sorry, say again.
Somebody just let me out, which is unusual.
Oh wow, good start.
Yeah. I hope this noise isn't too much of an interruption.
No, it's all right, mate.
Okay.
I've crashed my plane 3 times.
Oh dear, who's that? Shall I send help?
It's Martin. I just can't keep it. It just won't. No control over it whatsoever.
What are you flying?
Just a little Cessna.
Is it? If you go into the settings, by the way, mess around and go back out again, it resets all your controllers, and then you end up dive bombing to the ground. I've done that a few times.
Which runway are you going in on, Steve?
Good question. I don't. Maybe left. I think it's going to be the left runway. I don't know which. I'm on a base now, but I'm not quite sure which one it is actually.
Is it 3-4 left? Is it?
No, the opposite runway.
Oh, 1-6.
1-6 left. That's it. 1-6 left. Yeah.
1-6 left.
Can you hear me, guys?
Yep, hear you very well.
I'm finally in the sim with my headset on, and I found you guys.
Fantastic. Well, we're at KC at the moment. You might want to turn the mic down a little bit, cyclist guy. So I keep forgetting your name. It is a bit loud.
I'm not sure how to do that.
Yeah, it's quite loud for everybody else in the sit. Yeah.
I thought it might be. I'll disconnect until I get to a quiet bit.
Sorry about that.
No worries. No. Okay.
That was like the longest landing ever done. There we go. I'm down. I might just stay here so I can have a look at everybody's landing.
think I just saw Dave go by.
That was me. I'm buzzing the tower.
Top Gun style, love it. There's UK Dave, nice, very nice. There's so many people here, it's absolutely fantastic. We can do our own air show. I'm sure I can still hear you, cycling, mate. I'm sure I can hear the microphone. It's still on. I'll have a look in the Discord chat, actually.
Oh, God.
Oh, hang on, am I still? Yeah. Ah, okay, right. I'm just going to turn you down, actually. I didn't know you could do that. That might help. Right, I'm just going to just park here on the grass somewhere, and then enjoy all these all the aircraft coming in. That's amazing. I wonder if I can use my drone. Oh, I haven't got it connected up. Never mind. Oh, just seeing you, Dave, landing. You're on YouTube Live. No pressure. In the DA62 there. Nicely done. Nicely done. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go a bit closer, actually. So yeah, I think we should make this a more regular thing, guys, to be fair. I think this is great. It's so much easier as well to, if anyone's got any comments or questions, I can just talk to you normally rather than having to answer on YouTube. It takes forever and I can never get around everybody and I hate it. If I never answer anybody, it's because I just can't get round to everybody. It's not because I don't want to. There we go. Stay here.
Very nice landing.
Hopefully we're still live on YouTube. Actually, I haven't checked it for a bit. Here we go. We're still live, guys. Yeah, I think we are. What CPU are you using? I'm using an i9 10900K with an RTX 3090, which I'm very happy with. But you don't need that to enjoy the sim, just to reiterate that. That's good. Yeah, Glenn's just said make sure that your flight modeling is on modern. If you're struggling to control the Cessna, it might be because you're using a different, what was it, legacy mode. I've done that before.
What was that on medium? Sorry.
Sorry, what was that? I don't know what you're referring to.
Sorry.
Modern.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Yeah, the flight modelling, make sure it's on modern, not medium, modern. Did I say medium? Sorry, modern. Philip, I would like a GT, but don't know if my CPU will handle it. What have you got, Philip? What are you running? You know, there's people in here that have got a 1070 card, running an 8600K, and very happy with it. Oh, wow, this is a nice landing here. King Air. Oh, bit of a bounce. Nicely done. Got down. Oh, no, hang on, another bounce. See you, Dave, there, parked up. I'll put the engine off for a minute. Well, what I might do, guys, I'll wait till you've all landed. I might get a group photograph and then perhaps leave it here for today. But if you're up for doing this again soon, I'll definitely arrange it and maybe do this a bit more regular, because I think it's been a huge success.
Yeah, it sounds good to do that. Just thanks.
Spot on.
Even missed my dinner for this.
Oh, wow, I am honoured, thank you. Philip, you got an i7 7700K. Okay, that's... So at least you can overclock that CPU. Yeah, you should be alright with that. I know someone who's running that It's a little bit underpowered, but I mean, you should be all right. It's just, I guess it's just like anything. You just got to be realistic with those settings. I think a lot of people having issues are just like ramping up those settings to ultra. I can't even do that with my system. You just can't do it at the moment. But as long as you're realistic about it, I don't see why not, really. Look at all these people. I can't believe it. Thank you so much for joining. This has been amazing. Especially as it was sort of a last-minute thing as well.
If anybody's running an AMD Ryzen, there's a good bit of software AMD called AMD Ryzen Master, and you can do an automatic overclocking on your chip, and it really seems to make a difference.
Brilliant advice. Thanks for that. Yeah, my AMD knowledge isn't so great these days. I think the last AMD chip I had was a FX55, I think it was. That was a very long time ago. But they are winning the performance stakes at the moment. I mean, they are really beating Intel. No doubt about it. Right, I'm going to have to get my drone camera up. This is just amazing. Wow. Get a great group photograph. Hit this, I'll put that on. Just said someone go right past. Excellent stuff. Has anyone tried using the drone in VR, by the way? It's quite an interesting experience. I'm in it now. Wow, nice low fly past there. Very impressive. And there we go.
We have 3 arrows here next to each other, all the same. Bravo, Golf, Kilo, Uniform.
Yeah, we've got 2 DA62s. I can just see 1 arrow actually. I've got a Cessna, I've got me in the Ovation so far.
Arrow to your right.
Are you UK Dave?
No, I'm Mike, G Chuff.
I can't see you actually.
Yeah, I'm just to your right. Back from your wing.
Got Betts ZE59, I've got Cracker Jack, Dorless Carp, which is Dave, and Cam's DK62. In fact, I can't even see his plane. He's just basically... Oh no, I can now. It's King Air. I know what's going on. I think Microsoft Flight Simulator limits how many people you can see if it gets to a certain amount. Maybe that could be it. I don't know.
You can't see your own flag though, can you, on your own aircraft if you're on the drone?
No. In fact, I'm streaming this at the moment on YouTube, so this is what I'm seeing at the moment. Oh, there's someone prop striked over there. Go EMF. Oh dear. Might want to get back to the maintenance hangar. I've got a few more people coming into land here. Just got the drone.
Big bird.
Oh, nice. Bold face. Look out. He's coming. Oh, crikey. Oh.
That's me. Tell you what, it's so blooming difficult when you can't control your aeroplane.
Did you crash? It looked like you crashed there.
I totally full lock on my rudders, and I've got and leaning to the right, just trying to hold it straight is. I don't know what's up with it.
I thought you were doing some sort of side slip for a minute. I thought this.
Lovely. It's been lovely to be landed with you, but there you go.
No worries. No, honestly, it's just.
I don't know what. We've been. I've got 2 other mates. We've been playing using Discord and getting together, and we've all been flying this new helicopter, this 135, I think it is.
Ah, yes, yeah.
And if 2 of us go on, it's fine. But then if you get another one come on, one of us will start stuttering all the time, and we just don't know what it is. It's really, really bugging us.
It is. It is very performance hungry, isn't it? Doing these sort of online flights.
There's only literally just 3 of us flying together. Most nights is fine, but if we put the helicopter on, if we're all flying helicopters, you might as well give up.
Have you tried all 3 of you in different aircraft, or one of you in a different aircraft?
Oh, yes, that works. 2 of us last night, but one of us was in a. Well, we both tried the helicopter to start with, but we changed over to one of each, and we managed to fly it really nicely and smoothly. But I really don't understand. You know, there's so many hiccups with this.
There is, yeah. It's a work in progress, to say the least.
I know it's. I definitely 100% know it's not my rig. You know, it's just got to be Microsoft.
Yeah, it's, you know, there's definitely some kinks to, you know, to work out. That's for sure.
That might be the answer to my issue then, because I'm flying the Spitfire and it happened on Simanga's thing. I was flying the Spitfire, this 12 frames a second scenario. Stutter.
Yeah.
I just read on the forums because I can't fly in a multiplayer right now. I get like 12 FPS as well, 2-second stutters, and apparently it is due to somebody flying, in this case a Spitfire, with a non-generic livery in the multiplayer.
I'm going to change to a different aircraft and see if it solves the problem.
I can't fly anywhere, and even in the menu it stutters right now. So yeah.
I'll just
Yeah,
answer.
that's exactly what I'm getting.
Just a couple of people in chats just mentioned a few things.
We'll try that.
Yeah, I'll just quickly say, sorry, just quickly say this message for the Quest 2, because you might, and you guys might be able to help as well. The Quest 2, does the link with the Oculus OpenXR runtime work better, or Steam? Well, actually, yeah, that basically, Dents, just to quickly let you know, OpenXR won't work with Oculus. You need to use their own software for that. The trade tool's very good, yeah. Philip, VR looks quite stuttery. Yeah, that's just the joys of recording on YouTube. It's very smooth in the headset. Sorry, guys. Yeah, crack on.
Cyclist. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I need to make you loud again. Sorry. Cyclist, I can hear you again. Are you okay? You still alive?
Yes, I'm fine.
That's good.
Hope I don't make too much noise for you guys.
No, I did turn you down a little bit, just because obviously we can hear you cycling away there. But thanks so much for joining us, everybody. It's been amazing. I can't believe how many of you joined. It's been epic, and we definitely should do this again.
Mate.
Yeah,
definitely.
Ditto.
We definitely will.
Definitely.
My arrow just did a vertical landing, as in like a vertical takeoff into your screen. It was quite funny, just.
I'm coming in again sideways.
Yeah, I've just. It's all right. I'm back again now. Right. So take care, guys. Thank you so much for joining, and for everybody on YouTube as well. We'll see you all again very soon. Take care, guys. Bye for now.
Cheers.
Bye.
Thanks, Dave. See you from Australia. Good night.
Yeah, awesome. So amazing. You know, all from across the world there as well. You take care.
Cheers. See ya.
Bye.
Cheers. See ya. Bye bye.
Oh God.